Hello, my name is Crystal Gehring. I'm the Director of Dual Enrollment and Admissions Operations here at MVNU. Welcome to MVNU. Each of you should have received a welcome email. In the welcome email, you will find very important information that will help you through the start of classes. I recommend that you flag this email to be better able to find it if you have questions. The timeline gives you a general overview of the next steps for the next few months. Included in the email is your student ID number. This ID number is used everywhere. It is your unique identifier at MVNU. Also included is your MVNU username, which is used to sign into all MVNU accounts except your application status page. That one remains the personal email used for your application. You will need to sign into Moodle and the MVNU portal before classes start using your MVNU username and password. Advising sessions through our scheduler are now opened. If you need help with your schedule, please reach out to dual enrollment at mvnu.edu and we will contact you about your scheduling questions. You can go onto the post-acceptance tab of your application status page and click the link there to schedule an appointment to meet with us either virtually or in person. If you're getting emails that say we need a few more things from you, they can be found on the post-acceptance tab on your MVNU application status page. Once all your needed items are turned in or completed, the annoying email reminders will stop, which will be awesome for you. All students are able to get an MVNU student ID, even if you're not going to be on campus. You do have to come to campus to get that ID. So you can get them at the hub, which is in the lower level of the library, or you can go to the campus safety office by the back gate. What does it get for you? You get all kind of benefits. You can get free admission to MVNU athletic events, Sunfest if you want to come to that, the music festival we offer in September, access to MVNU workout facilities. You can check things out at the rec, like kayaks and those sorts of things. And then if you eat at someplace, or you can ask them, do they offer a student discount? If you have that ID, you can get that student discount. So kind of up to you if you're taking online classes, whether you want to drive to campus to get that. Not required if you're online only. So where can you find your schedule once it is built? We will be working to build your schedule based on the information you provide on your academic advising form, information from your school counselor, and information you share in your personal academic advising session. If you haven't yet filled out the academic advising form, go to the post-acceptance tab on your MVNU application status page and complete it. This form also notifies the registrar's office that you need us to be your advisors and gives us then the access we need to your MVNU schedule. So once you sign into the portal, if you go to the hamburger at the top, click on Web Advisor for Students, click on New Student Orientation, you can check your class schedule there. Until we meet with you, you won't have a schedule. So make sure that we get that schedule, hopefully before you attend. If you're coming on campus for a New Student Orientation, hopefully before then. MVNU has a very strict attendance requirements, including our online class. As a student who exceeds the allowable number of excused absences can be administratively withdrawn from the course, resulting in a W or X grade, depending on the time of the withdrawal in the course. Keep in mind that our MVNU calendar and your high school calendar will rarely match. You are required to be in attendance at MVNU, even if your high school does not have classes scheduled or is canceled. One good example of this is Labor Day. Your high school will most likely have the holiday off, while MVNU will hold classes on that day. Review the MVNU academic calendar for details, and you can see that in the portal under the menu. Follow the directions there on the screen. This is no place to wait to ask for forgiveness if you have to miss a class. Be proactive if you must miss. What if you have a field trip or class trip? Make sure that you reach out to your professor first, preferably before you have to miss, because the professor is not obligated to excuse you. You will definitely have a better chance of getting their help in these situations if you do that. The other thing you need to remember is that we do have a policy for excused absences. And if you do have a field trip or something, that would be an excused absence. And you would reach out to academic affairs at mvnu.edu and turn in your slip proving that you did the thing there, like if you have a college visit or something. All right, mark your calendars. The first day of classes is September 2nd, 2024. We have a lot of other key dates provided in the welcome email, and we will be emailing other dates as they approach for you. Finals for fall term will be the second week of December, and spring term starts January 9th, and spring term finals will begin the last week of April through the beginning of March. Through the beginning of May. So kind of keep that in mind and don't plan vacations during those times. For our online sections, the majority of them do not have a regular meeting time, but are paced through the syllabus and Moodle where assignments are posted and submitted. The professor will set due dates that must be met, but the road to meeting them can be defined by the student as far as scheduling goes. All communication will take place through email and Moodle. It's up to you as the student to stay on top of assignments and their due dates and times. Attendance still matters. In order to be present for the week, you have to have interacted with that class at least one time during the week. That means that you turned in an assignment on time, you responded to someone's post, or you emailed the professor, or you did something that was a significant contribution. So kind of be aware of that. You can't just take several weeks off and then catch up. You will be counted absent for that. If you find that you need help, our Center for Student Success is awesome, and they can help you in lots of different ways, and I'll talk about them in just a minute on a later slide. What is day 14 and why does it matter? September 13th, 2024 is day 14. After September 13th, students who choose to drop a course will receive a W on their transcript and will be financially responsible for the cost of the course and any materials purchased by the high school. Before September 13th, it's awesome. If a student, you get in, you decide it's too challenging or whatever, it's not a good fit for you, then you drop it. It just disappears. It goes away. You return the textbooks, class goes away. There is no transcript. After September 13th, you do have a transcript, even though you didn't get a grade. The W does not affect your GPA, but it does stay on there. So be a little careful with that. After October 28th, students cannot drop a class and they would just get whatever grade they get. So really, really important to drop before day 14 if that is something that you need to do. If you just do decide to make those schedule changes, you need to contact dual enrollment at mvnu.edu, or you can call either Diane or I as quickly as possible. Scheduling changes can be challenging due to seat availability, getting textbooks in time for class, purchasing codes, whatever we need to do. So quicker is better. Don't kind of sit on it and wait if you're going to make a change. Next thing that's super important to know is how do you get textbooks? Like what's the deal with that? We offer every high school the option to opt into our textbook rental program. If your school has opted in, then MVNU will provide your textbooks and materials and will then invoice your high school for those textbooks. We have sent each school a textbook rental agreement. If they sign it, then you're good to go. You can check with your school counselor to see if they have opted in. We'll also be sending textbook reminders and information before school begins. If your school is within 20 miles from MVNU, then students are expected to come and pick up and drop off their textbooks here we send out information on that, even if they're only taking classes online. And if their school is farther than 20 miles and they're only taking online classes, then we would ship those textbooks to the student's home. If your school does not opt in to our textbook rental program, then you would need to reach out to your school counselor to talk to them about how you're supposed to get your textbooks, because the school is supposed to provide them. When are they due back? Books are due back by the end of finals week. And if you don't return them, then we'll have to charge the school for the textbooks in addition to the rental charge that we already charged them. And then your school would be ineligible to receive, or you would be ineligible to receive further textbooks from MVNU until those books are returned. So it's really important not to drag it out. We have a window to return them because we have lots of things to do in our office. So make sure that you get those returned within the window of time that you have to return them. All right, all grades will be reported to the high school after the semester ends. Grades will be listed on both the high school and the college transcript. We also, in our office, pull a grade check at midterms to make sure that students are being successful. If students appear to be struggling, then we will reach out to the school counselor and the student to try to see how we can be part of that solution. Graduation requirements are the responsibility of the student, parent, high school counselor. We will do everything we can to help, but we are not necessarily the experts, and we're not the ones that are saying that you've met all the requirements to graduate high school. Your school ultimately has the final say in how classes are credited towards graduation requirements. So you always want to check to make sure that you're on track with your school counselor. All right, one of the things I'm going to say now, and I wish I could say it 50 million times because you're probably going to skip this and then regret it later. FERPA stands for Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. This law protects student information, much like HIPAA protects medical information. We strongly recommend that students that you fill out the FERPA form giving us permission to talk to your parent. Not filling it out is the same as a no, and we will not be able to talk to your parents or get their help if you begin to struggle or if they have questions. We send out a link to the form, but it is also available on the portal. Click the hamburger, Student Resources and Registrar's Office, and you can find it. Don't wait until you need help. Fill it out today. It's something that's super important. We have a great resource on campus called the Center for Student Success. Students who are struggling in a course or need tutoring can receive help for free, including our online students. If you have a 504 or an IEP, you can also receive some kind of accommodations at MVNU, and you would contact the Center for Student Success for assistance in getting those accommodations set up. All resources that we offer are free to our students, and you should take advantage for them. You can visit their website for details. The link is up there in the slides. They have career development. We have a testing center. We have all kinds of stuff there. So just reach out for them. One of the best things I like about this is they also have a faculty referral program. And with that faculty referral program, a professor who identifies a student as beginning to struggle can refer them back to the Center for Student Success. And if that happens, then the Center for Student Success would reach out to the student. They're also going to reach out to the dual enrollment department. When we receive that, we're going to reach out to the student. We're going to reach out to the school counselor. And if we have a FERPA yes, we would reach out to the parent because we want to surround the student with as much support as we can to make sure that they can successfully complete their coursework. So it's a great opportunity, and it's a great resource for students. It's helpful if you go to the right place to get your questions answered. While everyone at MVNU is going to try to be helpful, they may not have the most current information. The dual enrollment office will answer questions, just any general questions, CCP questions, schedule change questions, textbook questions, all those types of things. If you have problems with your MVNU login for your email, Motherboard will help you with that. And their phone number is 740-397-9000, extension 5555. If you have a course question while you're taking the course, you should always reach out to the college professor first. If you have a question about graduation requirements, athletic eligibility, those types of things, your school counselor. And if you're self-paying for a class, our student accounts department can help you with questions about those things. So where do you go from here? If you have not yet set up your MVNU account, please do so as soon as possible. It is critical, critical for you to be successful as a CCP student to have that set up, and you're going to be limited on what you can do until that's set up. You also should begin checking your MVNU email, maybe in the summer, not daily, but a couple times a week, just to make sure something is not coming in that's very important. You need to turn in any remaining enrollment items if you have a reminder email saying, hey, we're still waiting on a few things, go to apply.mvnu.edu/status, log in with your application email, which is that's your username for there, and the password you set up, and click on the post acceptance tab. If you missed that, there is a tab there. There might be a few things that we still need from you. If you have any questions about what you have left or how to find them, you should reach out to dual enrollment at mvnu.edu. How can you reach us? I can be reached by my personal email, and Diane Adelsberger is the dual enrollment coordinator. She also has a personal email. However, emailing dual enrollment at mvnu.edu will get to both of us, and you probably will get a quicker response. So whoever's available will respond to that email. So if one of us is on vacation, the other one is still monitoring it, and you can get a response. You don't have to wait for that person to get back from vacation. So that's the best option. The dual enrollment direct phone number is 740-399-8608. Please reach out with any questions you may have. We are here to help, and we look forward to working with you this year.